Nacho Sánchez. Radio Gol.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and I won't be long. Gotta do my hair, put my makeup on. It's Friday night and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor, I got all night.
Hello, welcome to Radio Gol one more day. Today we have a program full of news. The Spanish Cup of His Majesty the King is moving and we have already the crosses of the quarterfinals. So very nice duel that we will analyze later. But first, we have to talk about the matches that happened yesterday and the day previous. Let's make a fast summary about that because this is the teams that will be in the quarterfinals of the King Cup. Atlético de Madrid 3, Lleida 0. With a global of 7-0 and the good news of the debut of Diego Costa and Vitolo, both players score a goal, Atleti sent a clear message. They won the King's Cup. Valencia 4, Las Palmas 0. Global of 5-1 and Vieto's debut and hat-trick make the Argentine Mirabel Mestalla with the 3 goals and one of them from the center of the field. This is what Vieto said after the match and after his debut as a titular and a big game with 3 goals.
Yeah, with my first step in the field, I noticed the support of the fans. They are incredible. I'm really very grateful and I will try to answer them as they deserve.
Alavés 2, Formentera 0. The logic prevailed and the first division team, Alavés, beat accreditor Formentera by 2-0, leaving a global result of 5-1. Real Madrid 2, Numancia 2. Doubts remain in the capital of Spain. Although Madrid achieves the classification thanks to the global result of 5-2, Zidane's team couldn't win at home against a second division rival. Villarreal 2, Leganés 1. One of the biggest surprises in the King's Cup. Leganés eliminated Villarreal thanks to the global result, although the yellow team won the second match and was close to turning the tie. Levante 0, Espanyol 2. The Espanyol goes back. After losing in the first game 1-2, the team of Quique Sánchez Flores won in the Ciutat de Valencia by 0-2 and achieved his pass to the quarterfinals. Sevilla 2, Cádiz 1. Sevilla won the tie but kept the doubts. Montela's team won against Cádiz in a game where they saw again all their weaknesses. Barcelona 5, Celta 0. Always Messi, the best player in the world, scored 2 goals in less than 20 minutes to resolve the match and the tie. Jordi Alba, Suarez and Rakitic also scored. Well, these were the games and the teams that went to the quarterfinals. Some quarterfinals that haven't already been drawn and that we already have crosses. The crosses that will be in the quarterfinals of the King's Cup. Real Madrid will face Leganés, Espanyol will face Barcelona, Atlético against Sevilla, and Valencia against Alavés. All the big rivals such as Barcelona, Valencia or Atlético de Madrid have managed to avoid each other. And only Atleti has more complicated duel against Sevilla. But Sevilla is in low hours and shouldn't have had problems Atlético de Madrid. We'll see it if Montela's team is able to achieve a good result in the Wanda and then with the return in the Pizjuán, pass the tie, although it seems complicated. The draw has been very generous also with Madrid and Barcelona, and both Leganés and Espanyol have before them 2 hard bones and it's hard for them to pass the tie. But we'll see it also because Quique Sánchez Flores' team is always a good team that is able to win to any team, as we saw that how they won against Levante in the Ciutat de Valencia and passed the tie, the last tie. Valencia is another team that has been fortunate. They will face Alavés, but with the first game in Mestalla. The Che team will have to make a great team in Mestalla, as I said, because with the second match in Mendizorroza, they need a good result because this was a good stadium and if you go there with only 1-0 or 2-1, you can lose not only the match, but the tie. Well, and what do the protagonists say about the respective duel that they have touched them? This was Zidane analyzing the draw, a good draw for him, more than for the rival, because they will not go out of Madrid. Remember that Madrid will face Leganés.
Yeah, it's a difficult and complicated match. It's a quarterfinals, but the good thing is that we will not leave Madrid. Before talking about the semifinals, we have to win Leganés in the quarterfinals. That's the priority.
We listen now Marcelino, the coach of Valencia Club de Fútbol that will face Alavés, and is one of the team favorites to win this King's Cup.
Yeah, it's true. We have not been disadvantaged in the draw. It's one of the teams that we would have chosen as a rival, but the favorite tag doesn't give you the passport to the semifinals.
Pero creo que la etiqueta de favoritos en ningún caso te da el pasaporte ya para las semifinales.
Those were the protagonists analyzing their respective duels. But what thinks the people of the street? How do the fans see the eliminatory of their teams? Let's see it.
As far as I am a Barça fan, I like the eliminatory it happens with Espanyol, which is the other team of the city. Then I think an Atlético Sevilla could be the best eliminatory in this phase.
Well, I think the eliminatory will be unbalanced, but that's not bad, because probably the semifinals will be the big teams: Real Madrid, Atlético de Madrid, Valencia and Barcelona. Also, in the King's Cup, there are always surprises, so there will certainly be exciting moments in the matches.
In my opinion, I am quite disappointed with the ties because at each tie there is a clear favorite, with the exception of the Atlético de Madrid and Seville, which will be a very interesting match and of great rivalry. In spite of everything, in the King's Cup anything can happen, and I think there will be some great semi-finals.
Well, what you just have here, the opinion of the people. But before saying goodbye for the program of today, a small bet for all the eliminatories for the opinion of the person who speaks now. I think, personally, that Barcelona will pass easy against Espanyol. Atlético de Madrid will rule the tie in the first match in their stadium against Sevilla. Valencia will pass the tie, but he will suffer in Mendizorroza. And Real Madrid will also win easy. Well, but this has been everything for today. Remember that if you want to get in touch with the program, you can contact by Twitter with @Sanchez14. Sanchez14 on Twitter. Remember, if you want to touch or make some bets about football, to talk about that, we are 24/7 in that Twitter account. Well, so see you next week, and we'll see if the unpredictable football makes the bet that I made possible. But who knows? Maybe the fourth semi-finalists will be Valencia, Espanyol, Leganés, and maybe Sevilla. We'll see it, and see you next week.